Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426, and today we have the review of the HGUC Geara Zulu from Gundam Unicorn. The Geara Zulu is basically the next run mobile suit for the Zeon forces, or the Sleeves forces, based on it's basically the updated version of the Geara Doga. So less fat, but more sleeker design. Now, I don't really see many reviews of this kit. I was wondering why, so I decided to try it out myself. Also, I'm making this review a little bit early in the morning because I have so much to do and I have to go get the newly releasing HG Gundam Ground Type S. Yeah, I live in Korea, so we get the same release dates as Japan, or sometimes maybe maybe a day late for releases, but you get the gist. Okay, first of all, let's get on to the review. First of all, what you get, of course, is the Geara Zulu itself. And let me get rid of the usual. You get some leftover parts, which are these small tube thrusters. My guess is that this is for the guards type, which has more, I believe, more thrusters and more spikes onto it. So that's that. You get some polycaps left, a fair amount number. And then you have a gigantic or a large sticker sheet. As you can see, I did not use almost all of them except for the mono eye and then the camera's stickers for the weapons. I will show off where it's supposed to be a sticker and what I did. Okay, beyond that, what else you get is also, let's see, you get a beam machine gun. You get some additional beam machine gun ammo packs. These do not come individually. These three of them are all single pieces, so you don't really use them. You get a grenade launcher for the machine gun, which you can attach. I will show you guys later. You get a beam tomahawk. Yes, I already placed it on the hand, so I don't need to waste any time. Also, you get the beam effects for the top and for the axe. And then you get in total in 4 hands, 2 of the multi-purpose hands, left and right. You get 1 open hand for the left and 1 trigger finger for the right. And then you get a additional, I guess the best term would be the helmet. Basically, you get a different head part so you can make it into commander's type. But I just went on with the normal grunt soldier type. And then finally, you got this part, which is basically, if you look at the back, you have this weapon attaching part, like on the back. You see the bazooka, you can see the Sternfaust. Yeah, you get 2 of them, you get 1 bazooka, and then you can actually attach the beam tomahawk as well. If you don't like this, you can take it off and then cover the hole that's connecting this with this part. So I'm not going to show you guys that, but just letting you guys know they do give you an option of that. Okay, so let's go on to the review. First of all, I was planning on getting the guards type, but after building this, the guards type is officially off my list. There's just so much stuff to deal with this kit that it's not even funny. But don't get me wrong, it's a very good looking kit, just letting you guys know. Okay, let's go with the head. The head really has that German soldier look into it. I will admit, it does really look nice. The mono eye, as you can see, is a sticker. On the side of the head, you have this part where is a sticker as well. I'm not sure. I think that's either like the sleeves marking or that's like showing the soldier's rank. I think I can't remember suddenly. Okay, for the head, there's not much movement than you think because of the design, and it's very stiff. The head is connected to a plastic ball joint. The move itself, head can go about that much. Or you can go a bit to the side that much. It's not exactly a 90 degrees bend because of the design and the way how this thing bends. Also, you can move the mono eye like any typical mono eye kit where there's this switch below the head and you can move the mono eye left or right. So that's that. Okay, now let's look at the main body. The main body. Starting off with the main body, there's already a lot of stuff to color with. First of all, this V section here, this white section, that is something I colored and it did not turn out well. I'm trying to clean up as much as possible, but yeah, that's supposed to be a big sticker. This silver section, this part I colored white. Most of the other parts I colored in metallic silver. This part here, and then this U-shaped sector, that's also a sticker. So that's already like what, 5 stickers on the body originally. So that's that, and these cables are just the plastic ones. They're not really the rubber materials that we used to see in the old kits. Okay, now for the arms. Like the Geara Zulu, basically being like a Geara Doga / Zaku type mobile suit, they have different shoulders. First, let's get the normal shoulder. This is pretty just a round shaped shoulder, no spikes. And then I actually panel line the circles on the shoulder. The arm itself can go about 90 degrees to the side. And then let's see. It has not a double jointed arm, but just a 90 degrees bend on the arm. And then if you don't have, okay, let me just take this off. And if you don't have anything on the back, you can go on the 360 and has your 360 twist on the arm and your typical ball jointed hands. Now, on the main reason I do not buy sleeves kit most of the time is because of this, the wrist section. They have these sleeves marking here. That's supposed to be a sticker. I went on ahead and tried to color it with metallic silver, and oh boy, it did not work out as well as I thought. I'm still in the process of cleaning, so it may look a little bit messy on mine. I'm trying to scrape off all the, excess marker as much as possible. On the other side, the is the typical Zaku-ish shield. It's connect. This thing itself is connected to a ball joint, and then which is onto this main shoulder. Come on. And I believe you can move this part a little bit, but not too much because of this part as well. Now I was hoping to see some decal stickers so I can put something on the shield, but apparently no. So that's that. And you know what? I think at this point I think I'll show you that grenade launcher. You have the machine gun right here, and there's a sticker for the machine gun camera. What you can do is you have this grenade launcher. You can also attach this to a normal hand if you want to, like this. Come on. Well, actually, you have to attach it. You have to attach it onto the trigger finger if you want to. But yeah, I'm not gonna show you guys that. But just letting you guys know, if you want something like a handgun or like a flare gun type looking weapon, this is your thing. Now you can just slide it in here. Come on. And then there you go. You can have it, make it look like have a grenade launcher. Okay, now for the main waist section, I guess. The waist section, nothing too special going on. The front section can flip up, and despite there's no like separation because the front skirt is already a single big piece. So just letting you guys know. And on these ammo clips, this silver circles you're seeing on the middle, that's supposed to be a sticker. I colored mine again with the same metallic silver, and the side skirts do go a little bit to the side. The back skirt does not move at all. Okay, and after that, let's see. Now for the legs. Oh, come on. The legs. I do really like the legs. They look less bulkier than the Geara Dogas, which I don't really have the HD version, but just by observation, really sleeker design. Actually, there's one more sticker I used. Actually, technically four. These black and white stickers here, this square piece, I used those stickers as well because they're just square and they're pretty much on a flat surface. So I use that for each side. And sorry for the camera. I don't know what's going on today. But the legs can go about 90 degrees up front, and then the feet also has these four thrusters, which is very nice. And then it can, not really a double jointed bend. I mean, it can technically work, but because of the design, it's not really bending that much. So just letting you guys know. Also, you have this thruster on the side. Really a lot of thrusters going on, and this section here is supposed to be also one of those stickers. I colored in metallic silver again. And your feet are your typical ball jointed feet. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the mobile suit itself. Now let's get its accessories. Now, or before that, here's the backpack. A very simple looking backpack, more Zaku-ish backpack. If you get the guard side, I believe you get the same backpack as like the Geara Doga one, I believe. Like a really bigger and bulkier one. Okay, now let's look at its equipment. First of all, let's look at the machine gun. The machine gun, yeah, it's a really nice looking machine gun, really more modern, and believe it or not, this is actually a beam machine gun, which used to be the Geara Dogas in SD Gundam Online Capsule Fire used to be a really deadly C rank unit, which yeah, I used to use a lot because it was fun to use that machine gun. Now with the grenade launcher on, it's kind of tricky to get the like holding pose on the machine gun like that, so I usually tend to, come on, pull off and then try to hold it like that. So it's like holding in a double arm kind of thing. Yeah. I do understand like the really popularity of the Geara Zulus and Geara Dogas because of their German head and like German design. And yeah, I do agree, but this is just not like my cup of tea sort of mobile suit, even though how good it looks like. So yeah, you can do that, and let's see. There's no area to actually store the machine gun, just to let you guys know. And let's see. Come on. Now for the bazooka, you can also hold it, but you need to take off the machine gun as well. Sometimes I really wish they would give like I wish they would give out like two trigger fingers so I don't really need to pull off this time to time, because sometimes the more often you try to take off the weapons, the more it like becomes loose and some unstable. Sometimes that actually happened to me with a few kits. But once again, the machine gun and the bazooka has this peg system going on, hand peg system going on, so it has a firm connection like that. And you have the bazooka right here. I guess the best way would be holding it like this, or I don't know. I'm kind of trying to remember how I hold it on the show, but something like that if you want to do so, because this is pretty much like a one-use bazooka, unlike the hyper bazooka or from the ARC 78 or the Mark II. So that's that, and here we go. We have the beam tomahawk. Usually you want to use the open hand with the beam tomahawk so you can pull off some really cool poses like that, like like you're just trying to swing in front of your enemies. A very nice looking. Really appreciate these kind of hands included with these kind of mole suits. I do really like the beam tomahawk. It's a very new looking weapon, and if you take this off, you pretty much get a beam spear or some sort of beam dagger thing going on. Okay, now for these, I'm just gonna take off one. Now I haven't actually tested these yet, but I hope you can actually just slide them in. And the answer is no. Okay, I'm just gonna force it. The Stormforce, of course, these do kind of look different from the ones I know. These are, I don't know, these look like more of like hand grenades than Stormforce because of the design, really more like a hand grenade that you would see in a World War One or Two movie. Come to think of it. But yeah, any weapon you get does have a stable, will hold it very nice, a very firm grip. So no need to worry on that. And then for the weapons, if you want to store them, once again, as you guys might just saw from me taking off the Stormforce from the back. Come on. Okay, there we go. First of all, you want to take off the beam effects, and then I already have the Stormforce one of this here, so I'm just gonna leave it here. What you can do is you can okay, there's no exact hole going on the main weapon itself, but you can see this middle gap here. You can attach that peg to that middle gap. I think it was this way. Yeah, there we go. You can attach it onto the back, and then for the bazooka, yeah, I'm just gonna use it with the handle, and you can hold it like that. And there you go. You can technically store every other weapon to the back except for the beam machine gun. That is very nice. So first of all, that is basically it for the review of the Geara Zulu. First of all, my own opinion is that the Geara Zulu itself is a very good kit. In terms of design, looks, it's very nice. However, the downside is the fact that it just requires a lot of painting, and those who has been into this hobby for a long time, I'm pretty sure you don't want to use this much stickers on the kit itself. So yeah, this kit does require some extra touch, a lot of extra touch to make it look really nice. So that is the main downside. I can see why there's not much reviews going on with this kit because of the amount of effort that you have to put in, and this is not really meant for like beginners, just right off the bat in my own opinion. But if you're a really big fan of the Zaku's or Kuradogas, this is basically your kit. I mean, the articulation wise, it's not that fantastic considering the time it came out, but still, it's a very good looking kit. That is definitely, you know, agreeable to some point. Anyway, thank you for watching the review. This was the review of the Geara Zulu. If you got any questions or requests, leave a comment below. If I got anything wrong, leave a comment below as well. I still have more kits to buy and build, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time!